Thanks. I'm Noor, and this is What Do You Think?, a monthly segment that investigates world, national, and local issues and invites students who have passionate viewpoints on the topic on air to discuss the issues. Today, we will be jumping into the topic of protests during the national anthem by players in the NFL as well as other team athletes. While protests began during the 49ers and third preseason game in 2016, Kaepernick was noticed sitting down during the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner as opposed to the tradition of standing. Kaepernick gave this explanation as the reason for his sitting during the anthem.
Change in order for you to stand?
There's a lot of things that need to change. One specifically is police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people. That's not right. That's not right by anyone's standards.
Later that year, former Seahawks player Boyer talked Cap into making the change from sitting to kneeling. Boyer's argument was that kneeling respected the flag while still protesting. During the break between seasons and with Kaepernick's being a free agent, the protests were nearly forgotten. That is, until Donald Trump made this comment at a rally.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired.
With the new football season just beginning, preseason games and players and management from teams across the NFL began taking a knee during the anthem, while some teams joined arms and others stayed off the field completely. Both Trump's comment and the resulting backlash from some NFL teams brought the protests back into the spotlight and polarized the public. I'd like to welcome our guest today. Thanks, guys. Let's start with the first question. So one idea says that this act of protest during the national anthem is disrespectful towards the national anthem, symbols and country, and the women and men who were put into harm's way to protect our freedom. So what do you guys think about that? Who would like to start?
I'll start. Okay. I think the most important thing that we have to keep in mind is free speech. You know, while it may be disrespectful to kneel during the national anthem, ultimately you have a right to express yourself. And, you know, as far as, and the Supreme Court has already decided you can burn the American flag. It's completely legal to wave other symbols that are, again, that are offensive to people, like swastikas or Confederate flags. So as far as I'm concerned, it should be completely fine to kneel during the national anthem, even if you disagree with it.
And Michaela, do you have any ideas on this?
Yeah. So I think, like, in the beginning, he did start sitting, and he was told, like, it's more respectful if you take a kneel. So I think that we should take that into consideration when Kaepernick did start the protest, that he is trying to be respectful in his protest.
I agree. I think, yeah, the government shouldn't restrict speech. Mm-hmm. I think it's up to the owner of the team to restrict speech. If they don't see that represents their team correctly, which, I mean, the ratings have gone down, so there's that. But yeah, I mean, it's just disrespectful to the people who have fought, bled, and died for this country and the freedom it provides.
So I think they do have the right to free speech. They are allowed to kneel during the national anthem. I don't support it because I think that we should respect the American flag and respect everyone who's fought for our country. They totally have the right to protest if they want to because they have the right to freedom of speech. And I think that it's okay, but I just don't support it.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's installment. I really enjoyed our conversation again. Thanks for coming on, and I'll see you guys next time. Back to you.